I received a great question from Stacy that I want to answer for everybody. I think a lot of people would benefit from this. Stacy told me that she has a 15-year-old son who does not like reading. So her question was, what can I get? Are there any suggestions I have for books that are interesting for a 15-year-old? Well, my first question to Stacy when she asked me that was, how is his reading? She had mentioned in her email that he was struggling with spelling, but I wanted to know where he was with his reading. So I asked her real quickly, we did this via Facebook instant messaging. I asked her to administer a real quick assessment for him, and we discovered that he did have some gaps that needed to be worked on, and then I also suggested some reading for him to do. So if you have my point is, if you have a struggling reader who's older and you have a child who doesn't like to read, my first thing before wondering what books would intrigue him, my first question would be, can he read? Is he struggling so much? Because a lot of times kids who struggle with reading don't find it enjoyable and don't want to read. And you may find that maybe their gaps aren't really, really far back on the spectrum, but there are just a few gaps that if you fill, you'll notice a big difference. My response to her question after giving her all of these other assignments to do was comic books. If you have older kids, comic books are great. They really grab older children's attention. And the research has shown that they're really rich in vocabulary words. So you're exposing kids to a lot of vocabulary words. So if you have an older reader, it's great to give them maybe magazines of their choice. It doesn't have to always be, chapter books. If they really like basketball, subscribe them to, Sports Illustrated, where they talk about a lot of different sports. But comic books are oftentimes overlooked, and they are a great resource. But my bottom line is if you have a child who does not like reading, doesn't mean they have a reading problem, but I would suggest you look first to see if there's an issue as to why they don't like to read. So I hope that helps you today. And remember, send your emails in. I'd be happy to respond and answer your questions. Have a great day.